So yesterday, really annoyingly, I left my phone in our room, which was a real shame because we went to quite an amazing confirmation party where we were kind of like the guests of honour almost. We were sat like next to the dad of the kid who was being confirmed. It was very strange but also very fun. We had to like get up and dance our way down the aisle. Zoe's got some great footage, so here's some of that here. And then yeah, today we've come into Arusha, got our first Dala Dala, which was quite exciting. And we've just been sat scabbing the Wi-Fi at Cafe Fifi and doing our first bit of work for Kili Tanzania tours. That was an enjoyable first day in the office. We just worked in the cafe for a bit and then it started chucking it down with rain, so we just basically hunkered down in there. And then once it's cleared and it's now a beautiful evening, we hopped in a Dala Dala and headed home. And I got accused of looking like Chuck Norris along the way, so that was a first. But other than that, a good day. Yeah, I mean, as views on your walk home go, this isn't too bad. So this morning we've been just back at Martha and Daniel's working hard. Now we're setting off through a slightly sort of scenic back route, and it is very scenic and beautiful. But yeah, we're heading off towards a lake, Lake Dulali I think it's called. It's meant to be very pretty, so definitely one of the sights to see while we're here.
Santa's coming for us.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? So this in front of us, shrouded in mist, is Mount Meru. We've seen it from a few different angles, but actually we've never seen it in its full entirety because the top is always, so far, covered in a thick shroud of cloud. We're now leaving Shangarai. This is the furthest east we've been. And look, who's patrolling the border?
Caribou to the jungle, Jesse.
One thing we're both really enjoying at the moment is just like whenever we walk past people, whether they're young children or grown adults, they always like to take the time to call us mzungu or point out that we're mzungu, and we don't actually yet have a literal translation as to what mzungu means, but I like to think it means honky. What do you think it means, sir?
Like Ringo.
What would your official title be?
Lady Mzungu. Lady Mzungu to you.
Definitely feels like the kind of spot where a snake might just fall down on your head. And here we are, down at the lake, Lake Duluti. What do you think?
Beautiful. I can hear noises. Don't know if there's crocodiles.
Here we are, quite close to the...
We're quite close to the edge. But that's how I live.
Very much hoping this sign doesn't say, look out for crocodiles. There's a 50,000% chance you'll get eaten by a crocodile. Cheers. Now, the long walk back in the midday sun. Well, no, it's not the midday sun, it's like the evening sun, but it's still pretty hot. Now we're back in our peaceful little suburb of Shangarai. It really is very beautiful.
We are heading back home for the evening after a very productive day of working and walking.
You can actually just see the top just poking through there. No signs of volcanic activity, which is obviously very good for us. Isn't that right?
So good for us.
So after that ride in the Dala Dala, we are back in Arusha. Just going to go to the Masai market and do some Christmas shopping. I'm going to haggle like a boss and still probably overpay. Take a little stroll around the market. We've just been to the Masai market, which is pretty full on, but I've done all my Christmas shopping, so that's very good. We've done our work for the morning as well. So now I'm just going to try and find a post office and get it sent. yesterday was to head into town and do a little bit more work on the vlogs and things, but the rain has stymied our plans for the moment, so we'll have to wait for this to pass before we head out. Also, I've got quite a nasty spider bite on my ear. So the rains have stopped, and so we are just venturing. Hello. We're just venturing up to catch a dollar into town, where we'll get these Christmas presents posted and do some sterling work and hopefully raise some funds for Martha's crowdfunder. Absolute lads at the back of the bus. So I've been to the post office. They said you need to get a permit to send the Maasai stick and a permit to send the spices, but that you can't get the permit from the same place. So I've come to the Goro building to get the permit for the spices, but the person who does the spice permits isn't here. So I'm going to go and get the permit for the Maasai stick, and then hopefully by the time I get back here, the person who does the spices will be able to be here, and then I've got to go to the post office and send, and then I'll be done, and the Christmas presents will be on their way. So I've just got across to the other building, the office something, and to get the permit for the Maasai stick, but guess what? The guy who does those permits isn't there either, so I'm going to go back to the permit for the spices, try and get that done, and then come back here, and hopefully by that time the guy who does the permit for this old Maasai stick will be here as well. But yeah, it's you know, the post office closes at 4:30, it's like 12:30 now. I reckon there's about a 50% chance I'm going to get this sent today. Oh my god, I'm very close to losing my cool. So basically I've just been back to the spice place after lunch, and they can't do it today, so no Christmas present for Ben. Sorry, Ben. Well, that was an absolute joke. Like, the guy tried to charge me like 20,000 to send the Maasai stick when it should have cost 9,000. I wouldn't pay the 20,000 and just said, like, forget it. So sorry, John, you're not getting your Christmas present either. Yeah, bit of a annoying day today, and really not very impressed.
So today it's our day off. We're up bright and early at 7 o'clock, and we are heading to Moshi, which is about 2 hours away. It's a nearby town, but it's where everyone goes to do their Mount Kili treks. We're not trekking, we are just going to look and admire it and just chill there. So we're about to get the bus now, and we're really looking forward to it.
A slight pause in our journey because we've been pulled by the cops again. Let's hope it's not as serious as last time. So we've arrived safely in Moshi, and that 2 hour journey cost us less than £3 for the two of us, so a very good result. And also we realised yesterday that it was the 3-month anniversary of our start of our travels, so we've been travelling for exactly 3 months now, which has flown by.
We've arrived at Climbers, we're having breakfast on the rooftop and have a bit of an explore, and yeah, just have a really nice day out.
We've just spent the morning walking the lovely streets of Moshi, lovely and very hot streets of Moshi. We've come and taken a break in the shade up on a rooftop bar somewhere, and we're having our first beer, or first alcoholic drink in over a week. Cheers! So we've come down to the old abandoned railway station because this is where Martha told us that we get the best views of Kilimanjaro when the clouds lifted. So there's supposed to be a bar around here, so hopefully we can find that and sit and have some sundowners or cloud uppers, and then yeah, get a good view of Kilimanjaro, which is what we've come all this way for.
Safari? Yeah. Oh, just there? Yeah. Oh, it's closed. Oh, closed. Oh, that's a shame.
So yeah, we just found out that the bar is closed and that they think the clouds are going to be too intense for us to see Kilimanjaro, but still worth to come and see an old abandoned train station. There's lots of them in Britain, but nothing quite like this. So although our attempts to find the good spot to see Kilimanjaro from were slightly unsuccessful here, we have found ourselves in a nice little local bar. We've got ourselves a Serengeti, so it's not all bad. In fact, none of it's bad. Yeah, don't know what I'm talking about. Cheers.
Cheers. They put the football on to a huge projector just for us.
We've just been for a like two and a half course Indian meal with 2 beers and lots of 3 starters, 2 mains, 2 naans, and it came to like what, £9. Very happy. Still no sight of Kilimanjaro yet though.
Hello guys.
Hey,
Hi.
just heading home now to call the family. So it is the morning of our second day here in Moshi. We're just walking to the bank now to get some cash out, and then we've got to chill for a bit. So it's going to call home, and then we're heading off to the hot springs. Somewhere behind that massive bank of cloud is Mount Kilimanjaro, but hopes for seeing it are dwindling. Hopped off the bus at Boma, and now we're in a tuk-tuk on the way to the hot springs. So basically there's some fish in the water that nibble at your feet as soon as you put them in there, and Zoe's experiencing that firsthand now.
Just left Hot Springs, having spent a glorious 2 hours swimming, getting our feet nibbled by the weird fish, and Jez used the rope swing, splashed in the pool, and it was lovely. And now we are just going to go and get a drink, and then our lovely tuk-tuk driver is going to take us back to Boma.
We are now taking our life in our hands with Zoe, who's about to try and drive the tuk-tuk.
Don't worry, just keep going. Piece of cake. Don't worry, piece of cake. Keep going, piece of cake. Mzungu driver, tuk-tuk.
Mzungu driver.
Mzungu driver, I'm enjoying with driving. I'm so good. Thank you, guys.
Oh no, there's a big, there's a bomb.
Yes. Well, guess.
There it is. The summit of Kilimanjaro. Whoa. So despite our driving, we made it back to Boma in one piece. That was such brilliant fun, and like Kilimanjaro poked her head. Emmanuel, our driver, was saying he's like, oh, she's my mother, maybe she'll reveal her face, and she did. She poked her head above the clouds, so yeah, that was brilliant.
So I asked Emmanuel who was the better driver, and he very diplomatically said we were both good, but I think he was just trying to save.
I think we were both good. I'm being diplomatic. So after a weekend of fun, we are back on our morning commute to Arusha, hop in the Dalla Dalla. We didn't get a great night's sleep last night because there was like a weird... Oh no, we're just going to get the Dalla Dalla. Thank you. Yeah, we're just yeah, we didn't get a great night's sleep last night because there was a sort of creature that, what did it sound like? A sort of, it was like a sort of, yeah, weird laughing child, but it turns out it was a goat. But yeah, it was just going all night and kept us awake. And then someone started playing music at about 3:30 in the morning. So yeah, it was a turbulent night's sleep, but we're still feeling good and ready for the day ahead. Oh yeah, my mission for today is absolutely to post these Christmas presents. I will not accept failure. To paraphrase Jason Momoa, never accept failure when presents are owed. So that was a stroke of luck. We were just walking through Shangarai and a van pulled over, and it was some lovely Christian missionaries who've basically just given us a free ride into town, so we didn't have to get the dollar. They were trying to tax their car, so they've got some Tanzanian bureaucracy to look forward to, which if my experience is anything, they're in for a long day, but good luck to them. So this clock tower behind me is a site of special interest because it turns out it's exactly halfway between Cape Town and Cairo, and that's why they built this clock tower here. And it also marks the point of the sort of interlinking of three countries, but I'm not going to try and guess which three countries they are. Obviously one of them is Tanzania, I think one of them is Uganda, or maybe Rwanda. Got a friend here who just wanted to be in the video, it seems. But yeah, interesting historic clock tower for you there. So another day has ended, and it's another day when I've failed in my mission to send home my Christmas presents, this time because I forgot one of them and left it at back in Shangarai, where we are now, which I was not best pleased about, as I'm sure So will testify.
No comment from me.
There's a lot of swearing. Oh, look at this.
A rooster.
It was a rooster. So yeah, we're heading back now, but we have still done some good work today. We're in a couple of emails, sorted out some flights for Martha and Daniel, and bought a little football for Rian so he can enjoy playing with that. So yeah, despite that one blip, it's been a very good day.
I've been here for about a week.
Yes, you phoned me. I was my grandfather.
Oh yeah. Oh, your dog. Oh, he's so sweet.
You might not be able to tell it, but you're looking at a very happy Jezzy because I finally sent my Christmas presents home. Basically cost 3 times more than I expected and took about 10 times as long and caused me much stress and added a few grey hairs, I'm sure, but they're on their way. So happy Christmas to all who received my gifts. And I've also bought myself this rather fetching mzungu t-shirt, which is getting lots of comments. It's basically like being a celebrity called mzungu. So you walk with us as we leave Arusha for the last time. Thought so.
Pretty sad to leave Arusha. It's really nice. It's really nice here. We've had a really lovely time with our host family, Martha, Daniel, Rian. But also very excited to be travelling to Kenya tomorrow.
So it's 7:20 in the morning. We've just said a fond farewell to Martha and Daniel, and we're now in the centre of Arusha on the shuttle bus, about to head to Nairobi. Excited, Zoe?
So excited.
She's going to sleep the whole way.
I am.
She's going to miss it all.
I'm already prepared to... Hello, this is future Jez and Zoe. We are now in beautiful Kenya and we will tell you all about that in the next video.
But in the meantime, our hosts in Arusha, Martha and Daniel, are running an eco project to help the community there. You can find out more about that in the link in the description, and if you'd like to make a donation, obviously that'd be great. But otherwise, we will see you in the next vid.